run them through first what we are doing today and what has been kept for next session.
Sure.
These were the questions that were sent
The dormer
last time.
opening, yeah, the dormer opening I'm going to explain today. And then these kind of recess, I mean the curve in the floor plan and the plan in X, Y, and Z direction. It's a curved recess in the column corner. These kind of things. Not only this, but also there are so many kind of voids or recess to be created. What are the different tricks to have the recess in the curved shape wall? So that's what we will be discussing today. In addition to this kind of recess, this was a query. So there has to be a different finish or paint on on the flat surface, and the curved surface is this. So this kind of families can be discussed, and also this is something there are so many things in this picture I can see, but what I could have make out in the last discussion that even this wall, this parapet wall is in curve in floor plan. Also there is some pattern in elevation. So I can see there are some joints being there in the 3D view. So how to rectify this without having any joint to make a smooth wall like this, and then to have some sweep on top of the wall. This we'll be discussing. And I believe this was done with the help of the railing, I guess, in the project. And it was expected to achieve it with the help of the recess and the voids. Because it is mentioned here as per the last discussion when Shamim was there, when we were discussing this problem, recess but not the railing, because of its not joining properly. So joining the railing was a problem. There are so many details we will be discussing regarding this. Also, this kind of thing. Such kind of roof structure, we can explore different 2-3 options for because I don't have the drawings for this kind of roof. Still, what I could have make out from the picture, I have made an example. Maybe in the next session we will discussing these two things, like such kind of space frames, and then some random patterns, some openings for the lights, maybe some random opening. This image is not that clear, but still it is. This is what actually asked in the last class. Yeah. So this is mass, and what else? Also, this will be discussing in the next session. There's a GRC
double curve.
Yeah, double curve in the curve in the plan, as we can see in this segment, and then there's a curve on the elevation also. So this we'll be discussing in the next session. And this is the better picture of the previous question. So this kind of light openings are required to be done. This is again that roof. We'll be discussing some examples. Maybe not exactly the same, but still we can have an idea. So this is what actually we'll start one by one. Just wanted to introduce few more things other than these queries, because sometimes it is essentially required to have a wall having different control points. A curve which can be adjusted with the help of the adaptive points. So there's I have created one generic model. If you see, this is a 4-point based generic model. It can have multiple points, maybe more points, maybe less points, but more than 3 I was trying to make it. So what is this? We have got 4 adaptive points in this generic model, face-based family. So we have to just place 1, 2, 3, and 4 points as per our layout or whatever we have with us. And this is what we have. So not only we can adjust any individual point, the position of the point in all 3 directions, but also I have given some parameters, h1, h2, h3, h4. You can see the height the respective height at each point. If you see, H1 is now set to 6 meter. If I make it 1 meter, you can see it will be lower, and then you can make it 5 meter to make it a little more, and then again 2500, the third one, and the fourth one maybe even more higher. So now once we have this face, we can convert wall by face. We can take wall by face command and pick the wall, pick the face, and then wall is ready. Also, we can see that once the wall is been created by picking the face, and if we make some changes in the adaptive face which we have, so the wall face will be adjusted. Thus, similarly as we do in case of the massing, if there is a change in the wall face, maybe in the height also, there's a change, for example, and then height has to be, for example, 2500. And then the first one again, let's make it 5 meter. So it's like that. Just select the wall and update to face. So it will be again. So this is one thing I just wanted to explain. I just want, do you want me to explain that how this adaptive family is made? Do you want to learn this? Because this is not
Yeah.
among your questions, but still I just wanted to include this.
Yeah. They want to know how you made the family.
Sure. So this is one family. I am going to create another family, maybe having 5 points. Okay. For this, what we will we will go just create a new family, and the template we will take the generic model adaptive. This one. Okay. This is the family we are creating. So, for example, we need 5 placement points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe like this. Wherever we want, we can place them. Once the points are placed, we will just select them and make them adaptive first. Okay. So the order, we can say the order of placement is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is always clockwise. It is always good to have the point in position in a proper sequence. Okay. So this is first thing. And now you see we will put some points there. But for point, we'll make sure to put it on the work plane. And for the work plane, we will pick this work plane only. This is the work plane. And then we are going to put a point here. Once the point is placed, you can just select this point. And here in the properties, you see there is a offset. Either you put direct some value there, or maybe you can put some offset parameter there. So now I'm just dragging it like this. You can also drag it. So here you can see some value there. If I put some different value, 4500, so it will go down. So better I'm going to put a parameter here. Or let us just put all the points first, and then at the end we will put some parameters. Okay. Similarly, the same process will be repeated for all 5 points. Take the point, draw it on the work plane. Work plane is already been set here. Then move it. Then again take a point, draw it on the work plane here. Put it again. Some glitch was there. Yeah, again, let us take the point, reference point, draw it on the work plane. And then it's here. Let me just have some value. 3 points. It's little repetition of the steps. 4. Then we can drag it simply. Similarly here. Okay, so these are the 5 points I have created. Here I'm going to put a parameter, take it as one instance. Okay, okay, make it, you can give any name. I'm going to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal, the same as the adaptive points name. This is the adaptive point 2. On top of it, we have got a parameter of height, which is 2. And then here again, we'll put a new parameter. It should be an instance. Purposely, I'm making it instance so that we can have different wall for different profile, different faces. Again, let's make it 4. And then again, last, it will be our 5. Okay, so shall I repeat the process? First, I put 5 points and make them adaptive to have the sequence. And then against every adaptive points, I put another point to make and give some height to every point. Okay, now every adaptive point have a point on top of it, some height, variable height. Now we will pick them one by one and then make it, connect it with a line. Okay, let's make it spline, and then is a reference line, just to make it as a reference line. Okay, we'll have to select these two and then click on a spline and then check is a reference line. 3, click on a spline. So once we click on a spline, it will select 2 points which are in selection. If we do it again, spline, and it is a reference line. Yeah, it's done for all 5 points. Now what we can do, we can select them in sequence. 1, press Control, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can click on create form. You can see an abrupt points being created. Maybe we can, if we can put them little away from each other, let us put them little away so that it will give us a proper surface. Again, like this. If not, if we not select them sequentially, then see what will happen. I'm just selecting all of them and then making a form. No matter how it is coming, but the first point will be this, and then second point, third, fourth, and fifth. I'm going to save it with some name. Adaptive 5 points wall face. Yes.
Kaushal, I have a question.
Yeah.
It went from 1 to 5 and 5 to 2, then to 2 to 3 and 3 to 4.
Yeah, I will just load it in the project and then see what it will what it is doing for us, because it should come first, then second, because it will take the order I have done it, because after first it should be second. Let me just place it in the project and then we will see. Okay, I'm just loading it.
Okay.
So now we have it. Either we can place it on work plane or we can place it on a face. I'm going to place it on a work plane. First, second, third, fourth, and then fifth. Yeah, there's a problem in the selection only. So it is actually taking the first and then fifth. So I'm going back again in the family. First, and then second, and then third, then fourth, and then fifth. This is the sequence. I don't know why. Okay.
I think workplace.
Maybe because for the first two I have just taken the work plane, but for the other I have not taken. Let me place them like this in this sequence. Okay. And now I'm going to select them. I have to filter adaptive points and the reference points only. And okay. Just select them one by one only. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Create form. Yeah, it's nice. Fine. Now I'm going to reload in the project. Yes, it is updated. And then let me get rid of it. And then again, let's take it from the component. It will be nice to see in the site plan if I put it from the top. It will also show us the points. Also, let us just check what is the work plane is being set. It's been set to level 0, okay? Because I'm drawing this face in the work plane only. First point, second point, third point, fourth point, and the fifth point, okay? And then let's have a look in the 3D. Okay, not the 3D, this is here, this is the 3D. So there is some issue with the alignment because I have moved the points manually. Okay. So this is giving us some weird, yeah.
And change the height.
The height also I will change.
Properly.
Yeah. Let me repeat the process, no problem. It will not take much of the time. Okay. We'll start them one by one. I'm just going to put this little away, and then this was actually put exactly on the reference plane, so it was not allowing me to move it here or there. So I'll make it a little fast. So I need not to repeat all the process, just you understand what am I doing. So I need not to narrate that what am I doing. Just need to check what's the work plane. To the work plane. Yeah, this has been set to. Yeah, okay. Or better, I will take this as this one because all the points are level 0. Also, there's a problem in the work plane. 1 second, I'm just need to connect the charger. 1 second. Yeah, it's done. So just wanted to check whether any adaptive point have any elevation. Yes, this is somehow displaced. Just to bring it back. This was the actually problem because all of the points are not having the correct level. Okay, now all of them are on the 0, 0 level. Can you see it? All the adaptive points are on the 0, 0 level now. Okay, 1, 2, and 3.
point is manually moved down, or it is, how do we know that it's on the work plane?
Just I just drag them.
Okay.
Like this without picking the axis. I'm just dragging them. Okay, if I pick this Z axis, so it will take the point upward or downward. Can you see it? And now it is giving me a tracking to align with the reference. Can you see it? I'm putting it down. So it is highlighting the level. So now it has been set to the point. Okay, this is the first thing. All 5 points have been made adaptive. I'm just going to put the reference point here, 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 and every adaptive point is now having a 1 point. Let me select the point and give it some value. One. I'm giving just a parameter 2. And then 3. Selecting the point again. 4 and then 5. Okay, so now all the points have the height parameter. We can just change the value here and then see what is doing. 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, and then 5000. Can you see the points have moved? Okay.
Yeah.
Now we'll do it one by one again. Selecting these 2 points, clicking on the spline, and then make it as a reference. Same thing again. Make it as a reference. This one, making as a reference. Again, this one as a reference. Yeah, all of them are ready. So now we will select these reference lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now create a form. Okay, I'm going to load it again in the project. Just delete this, take it from the component. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Reference frame.
Hmm?
Reference frame.
Still, there's a problem, I think. One thing I am missing somewhere, because this is not get. Let me check the other family which I have created. What is being done there? Open this. This is also done the same way. This is having the reference, and then if I select this, can I move this? Yes, it is movable. It is also movable there. Okay. There should be some problem. Let me open a fresh project and then load it. Maybe some problem once I load it. New project. This is the 5 paste only, and then if I change it manually, what is changing? All of them are changeable. Okay, this is the problem because this is not moving along with this. Okay. So what is the problem? Let me tell you. Sorry to repeat the whole process again. There's one problem. Once I put the points, every individual point need to be placed by taking the work plane as their adaptive points. So I miss that process because I take the reference plane, this level 00 as a reference point. And then in that case, these points are not actually locked with this adaptive points. If I move this adaptive point, you see the point above is not following the point below. Okay. Can you see this? It is not following. This is the problem actually. So I'm sorry about that, but let me repeat the process. But this time I will do it for 3 points only, not for the 5 points, because it will take some lesser time. Is that okay?
Yeah, it is good. At least we know the problems, no?
Yeah, actually that's the problem. And it's good I did a mistake so that we could have explore it. Family. The family template has to be generic model adaptive. Yeah. Just take 3 points, not more than that. 3 points. First of all, we'll have to make them adaptive. 1, 2, 3. And then again, when I'm taking the points, so I'll have to make sure that I am selecting this work plane and then putting the point here. Okay. So now if I give some value, maybe 5,000. Okay. And then again, when I take the reference, drawing on the reference plane, select the work plane, this point, and then put the point here. Now give some value, millimeters. Repeat the process. Here. Okay. Give some value. Done. Step 2 is done. And then selecting these two and then have this as a reference line. This is the step 3. Have this as line and then make it as a reference. So these are the 3 steps. First one, having the 3 points, make them adaptive. Second is taking the reference point by selecting their respective adaptive points as a work plane. Okay. And then again join them as a reference line with a spline. Now just select this, and this. Create a form. Now let us just check, just displace this maybe a little away. And then make this form again. Yeah, it is fine. If I check it by moving this here and there, you see the point above is following the point below. Can you see it? In the previous family, it was not doable actually. So it should be checked that whether the point above is following the point below or not. It should follow. Now it is working fine. Okay. And this is family 6. I'm going to load this as it is without saving it in the project, and then see here in 3D only. I'm putting it on the work plane 1, 2, and 3. You see, this has been placed. And now you can just select and press tab key to adjust this X, Y, or Z positions. Okay. Also, you can change the height from the parameters. Okay, I have just put the values directly. I did not created the parameter for the heights. You remember?
No.
If I select this again and then see, there is no parameter. If I'm putting 1, 1, or let's just make it 1. and then make it to, this is just if we want to have the flexibility to change the height. So we can have the parameter or we can leave it the way it is. 3. Done. And then load into the project again.
Bottom point can be relative.
Yeah, if you see, we have 3 parameters. We can see 1500 is the first point. Second point, we want to have more. So let's make it 8 meters. And then the third point, we can make it again 2500. So it is like this. This is a face, not a solid. So now we are done with the face creation. We can just go ahead, take the wall by face command, and then select the face. You see, wall is done. Okay. And then if we want
Bottom
to,
point, it can change.
yeah,
Base will be only one level, or it can be moved up or down.
the base one,
Yeah.
because I have not put any parameter in the point. However, you can place it. You can drag it manually. Can you see it? The base point has been changed. But by doing this, because I have not put any parameter at the base, so it is actually tilting the geometry. So that is why it is not done. It is purposely done to make the base as flat. However, the top point is following the base point. If I'm doing any changes in the face shape now by the face handles, by selecting and press the tab key, you can see you can change the shape. Here or there you can move. So there are certain changes being made. Maybe, for example, if I'm changing the value to make it 5 meter, and then let's make it higher on the left side and little higher on the right side as well. So there is a change in the shape. You can just pick the wall and then update to face. It will be updated. So it's better, or for example, if you have somehow you have deleted the face, just select this and the filter. We have that in generate model category. If it has been deleted, so now you will lose that flexibility to update the face as well, because if you want to make some more changes, you cannot. Is that clear? Do you find it interesting and useful?
It is useful. Yeah.
If you put more points, Kashif,
Sorry?
is it good if you put more points in the model, the family,
Okay.
more points? So is it good to give the flexibility in the project, or it has to be lesser points?
It depends on the geometry which we are creating. Maybe, for example, if we have an arc, and then that arc is start, end, and center arc, 3-point base. So better to make it a 3-point. But if there is a shape which is having different curvatures, maybe having a complex geometry, then as per our requirement, we have to create increase more points. Because more points you have in an adaptive family. I will show you one more example for the roof dome, which we were seeing in your question PDF. So in that dome, I created an adaptive family having multiple points, maybe 20, 25 points. So it is time taking, because once you are placing that family, you have to click 25 times if you have 25 points. So, but if it is the requirement, and so you don't have a choice, you have to do it the way it is allowed.
Kashif, show me our photo, what we are sending.
Okay.
Kashif, one more question here. If we have a sharp edge and a curved continuous curve, is it possible to make it in this? One sharp right corner and a curve. Instead of curve, there is a sharp edge and a curve.
Yeah, in that case, you need not to make it a spline. You have to make it a, for example, if you want me to do it something like this, let me draw something. maybe with the help of detail line. We want a line like this, and then a curve having some points like this. Is it what you are referring?
Yeah. Something like this.
Yeah, it can also be seen, but in that case, it will be a different approach then, because in any case, it cannot be a curve or a spline. It has to be a straight line, and then you can go ahead with this spline with having different points. So that you have to do exercise. If it is not done, you can come back in the next session. We will explore that definitely, but it is doable. It can be done.
Okay.
Let me see, sir.
Can you make one T wall? T junction wall?
Okay, sir. Let me share my screen. This you are asking. So what is your opinion? You want to retain the plaster on this wall, or what?
Yes, continuous plaster. But I have never seen plaster cutting. We have made so many of them. Can you check?
Let me have.
Maybe I'm wrong.
This is a wall, and this is another wall. Okay, on top of it.
I have the plaster thickness on this wall. Yeah, you already have.
Just to put normal.
This is having continuous plaster. Okay. You want an opening here, right?
There. Yes.
And plaster
That opening we will recur to schedule also.
No, you want the door opening or any opening by the profile.
No, if in case we are normal wall opening like that, we cannot get no schedule.
You want this opening.
No, this one we will provide us. Then we are not getting schedule also. No?
Yeah, it will actually update the schedule. If there's an opening in the wall, this will reduce the quantity of the plaster or whatever.
No, Kashyap, no. Question
Schedule.
Door schedule.
Door window schedule like we will provide. No, that schedule we are getting that opening.
But why will it come in the door schedule opening?
No. In that case, we have a door family. We have to have a door family which is having only the opening.
Yes. If in case we are providing door family, we will get a schedule.
Yeah.
Correct, no?
Yeah.
Okay, just to put one door family there.
Let me show.
But the first question was different. Kashyap, wait, okay, let us go one by one. He said that when we're creating opening, that plaster doesn't come up on the right hand this
I
time.
know, same issue.
Wait. We'll go one by one. Yeah. He said the plaster is not coming there. And I'm not able to do the dimension. Can you please get me this fixed? How we get fixed? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
See, this is the plaster.
Can you show it in 3D?
It will come.
Because it's not this one.
Now he's saying when I'm dimensioning it, for example, if he has 1 meter opening.
Not like that.
Take this opening.
We are required to schedule also.
Okay, that is the second question. First question was this, right?
We are not required like that. See, actually we are required with like that plus schedule also. That's why my question.
Okay, schedule will be coming there. इसमें यार एक आर्किट्राइव लगा के उसको हाइड कर दे.
किसको हाइड करना है सर?
डोर, उसमें डोर जब तो आर्किट्राइव डोर का लगाएगा ना, फॉक्स डोर तो शेड्यूल में आएगा.
I don't.
For example, now sorry, 1 minute, one more minute. Say, show me.
Yeah.
If in case we are providing dimension. See, you are providing from plaster. Normally, we are providing from core to core.
That's okay.
One hour problem.
No, but आपको काशिफ इस साइड से भी तो प्लास्टर आएगा, फ्रंट साइड से भी
इसमें. So that will come only if we have that door opening, and we allow wrapping at inserts. That will be both, and then we'll have if we have the door opening, and it will be the plaster wrapping. Let me
So
let
now
me
show him how it will come in the schedule. Make that what he wants.
doors, and there is always a door opening. Okay. Now just take the door. It's an opening. It's an opening. Okay. Now let me delete this. This is the door opening. Okay. Plaster is on the jam side. Doji?
Yes.
What is your next question? Let it be any dimension, because if you want to make it 1 meter, I can make it 1 meter. Rough width will be 1000. And then let me align this. So it is actually yeah. So rough opening, structure to structure, it is code to
Yeah, it is
code.
adding 12 mm. It is adding
Yeah.
12 mm, not 12.5
Yeah.
mm of plaster from both
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah. So
It's a structural opening.
what next? What next? What next?
Now you want to schedule?
See, if in case we are provided dimension 1050, no coming, but in as per our schedule, this one showing in 1 meter only. This one like a conflict. You got?
No, in schedule it shows 1
This one
meter.
schedule is showing
Here
1
it
meter
shows
only, but this one coming to
102. That
dimension
is the problem.
1025. This one conflict, no?
So
In reality, we cannot provide a dimension like that also.
There is a width, and another thing is rough width. So if you see this family, in the door family, there are two parameters. One is the width and the other is the rough width. Rough height, maybe in the floor plan, the width, and yeah, this is rough width. And if I go back to I can go to the floor plan. So basically, the rough width is
102.
if you see, this is taken as rough width is taken as 1000. Okay. So if I go back in the family, and then width is not being used anywhere, maybe it should be plus
Plaster thickness
25.
25.
Yeah, have to load it.
The finish 1 meter.
You see, this is giving us 1025. And if we want this to be reflected in the schedule, we'll have to make this a shared parameter. Then only it will be reflected in the schedule. Width and the rough width. Or maybe let me just check the door schedule. You want to see the door schedule?
So you can play with the this family parameters.
Yeah. Width is there, and rough width is also there. Can you see it on the schedule? Both widths are coming. The rough width and the width are coming. Whichever you want, you can have this in the schedule.
So you can accordingly do it as per your wish.
The only thing I made is because I know there's a plaster of 12.5 mm on either side, so I just made it a provision in the family itself. Just go back in the family types. For the width, I just used it as a reporting parameter. It is just giving us a value, not applying anywhere. It is having a formula, rough width plus 25 because 12.5 on either side, so it will make 25. So it is just if I change anything here, maybe if I make it,
Will it be minus or plus?
it will be plus, no? Width, overall width. Rough width is from plaster to plaster, and width is actually from
Yeah,
core to core. So this is what I have done.
Will it resolve now your problem?
Yes.
So is that clear?
Yes.
So another thing I just want to move quickly. Okay, this is something I just made it, and you want some that's something which Revit is not allowing, and you still want to have. You want that solution. So I'll come back in the next session. Another thing I just want to show you this kind of thing. This is also done. If I just want to show you in the flow plan, you see. These are actually the plaster is actually being wrapped along all the voids which I have used. All three voids, different types of voids are there. Let me just close the other families. The advantage of this, if I turn it to the realistic mode, you see you can have different finishes. You can use the paint. This is one thing. If I just show you that how it has been done, this is an in-place family only. And if I go back to the floor plan, edit the extrusion, you see it's being manually done, having all the arches. If you want, you just create one circle and then take the, for example, this is the arc. And if I allow the center mark, from this radial point, we can use the array or whatever. You just have one and then copy all of them with the respect of the first one. Just create a geometry like this. The only thing which you need to consider is that the outer point should not touch this line. If you touch this line, it will not allow to cut. Okay, it will be something maybe 1 mm or 0.8 mm, which is the minimum distance you can allow. You just drop it back, and this is a void. This will cut from the wall, and still you can adjust the height. This actually I was just trying to make as a solution to this problem, because this was discussed in the session which when we were discussing the questions, that this has to be a recess, not a railing family, because it is not allowing the proper joining conditions. So is that clear that how it has been done? It's been in place family only.
This one you are providing a wrapping, no? That one plaster
What?
wrapping, no? In
Plaster.
plan, this one wrapping, no? Plaster.
Yeah, plaster is adding automatically. The wrapping is basically being done automatically. There's no need.
But
to.
in 3D, is this one not visible?
In 3D, actually, it will not show you the same finish. However, if you go there, if you remove the paint, because I have applied some paints, I may have there's no paint applied. Let me apply some paint. Yeah. Because here you'll have to apply the finishes. The graphical representation only there, it is showing you the plaster, but you have to do it. If you want to have some different finish, you can apply different finishes there. Okay, because if you remove all the paints, it will be the default by category material. There's no material on this because this is a cut portion. Okay.
But in plan, this one properly wrapping, no?
Yeah, it is actually the graphical representation and nothing. In the floor plan, it is not spoiling the drawing the way you want to show the plaster. So it is doing that only. Okay, and the other type of the recess is that this is the curved recess. This is again that in place family. This one is again the same family, just having one circular void, and this is a different kind of void. Can you see it? This is curved in the plan. Also, this is a curve in the section. if I go back in the floor plan and then have a section, so you see this is a recess like this. Okay. So this is being done again with the help of the in-place family. If I just show you that what is the process being followed. So this is being done with the help of the revolve. Just creating a revolve. If I just edit the revolve, the axis I have picked on exactly on the wall edge, and then this is the boundary I have created, and then rotate it to 360 or maybe whatever the angle, 180, whatever. If you keep it 360 also, it will go outside the wall face. There is no harm if there is a void outside the face of the wall. Once it is done, on the face, again, there has to be another sweep, picking the 3D edges, and then you can apply the finishes. And this sweep, you can apply that material. Here you have to apply the paints again. Okay, this kind of the voids can be applied. Also, there's a question for the for this one. This void has to be there in a column. I can see this is a rectangular column, but having curved corners, not the right. So just try to make a column like this. Can you see it in the plan? I show you in the floor plan. This is a column having the curves at the corners, and this is one void I have created. I purposely made it at one corner, which will show you how to have the recess on the all four corners in the family in front of you. I'm just opening the family. This is again with the help of the revolve. You see, this is the revolve. If I go into the floor plan, you have this revolve. You can just mirror it on the other side, but this is not done because if I change the dimension from this to this, so it will, in the project, it will behave differently. It is not aligned properly. So you have to do one thing. You have to just edit this revolve, either go in left or right elevation. And then you have to align this axis as well as this, the boundary. Lock it. This has been locked and this has been also locked. And now with the help of these, you have to lock these points. And then if I load this in the project, just check if I change the size of the column, which should, yeah, it is properly fitted. And at all corners. At 2 corners I have done. You can also do it in the rest of the 4 corners. Any difficulty in this? Because it's been done again with the help of the revolve. The same way it was done in the curved shape wall. This was purposely made actually just to answer this question, because this, however, this is done on a flat surface. I have shown how to make it on the curved surface. So if you can make it on the curved surface, it is very simple to make it on a flat surface. This, in addition to the other question which we have on the last, maybe like this. This is also a recess. Can you see? This is also a recess. You can create like that only with the help of revolve. Depending, because there are 3 tools only: extrusion, sweep, and revolve. On the basis of their combination, where to use what one, we can play with the geometry. So this is about the voids. I have some more things to be explained if you have any additional doubts for the voids or recess. Otherwise, I'll go ahead with the dormer opening, which is also very important and very interesting. Because you have got one question there for dormer opening, I see.
Arch.
This one.
Yes. Top width is more.
For this, we'll have to create the dormer opening. And dormer opening is something as a tool of Revit. It is a kind of opening, but it's a different kind of opening. Any question in this recess or void, or should I move to that?
automatically run now.
Okay. ഒരേ വിത്തല്ലേ കിട്ടുള്ളൂ.
കുറച്ച് പണിയെടുക്കണം.
ഒരേ വിത്തല്ലേ കിട്ടുള്ളൂ. സെയിം വിത്തല്ലേ കിട്ടുള്ളൂ.
ചെറുതും വലുതും കൊടുക്കുന്ന സാധനം പ്രൊഫൈല് 1 and 2 കൊടുക്കണ ഒരു അടിയില്ല. അതിൽ ചെറുതും കൊടുക്കൂടെ നടുക്ക് വലുതും കൊടുക്കാൻ.
Okay, so two things I have. One is the dome. The
ഇതെല്ലാം നമ്മുടെ നോക്കിയിട്ട്
dome you shown in the picture. The dormer opening. Which one you want me to explain first? This type of a dome. This is also on the end. Yeah, this type of a dome. I have explored a few options. This one you want me to explain first because we have got 15-20 minutes remaining, or the dormer opening. Which one you want to understand? Listen first. Dome? Dormer, okay. Let me close this out and then open this dormer opening, yes.
നമ്മുടെ സാധനം കയറ്റി സുഖമല്ലേ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാനായിട്ട്.
I'll just show you that what actually dormer opening does for us. If you see, if I do some changes there, for example, if I remove this opening, it's a situation like this. What if we have different pitch roofs here. This is a big roof and then a small roof and then two small roofs again to have some windows, some ventilation. So you see, even though this is been roof above roof, but this is actually not cutting the roof below, the main roof. If I just check in the section view, you will be able to make out that what is actually meant by the dormer opening. You see, this is actually not cutting. There is no opening. So that is why a dormer opening is required. I would do one more thing. We'll delete this side. Let me have the opening back first. Yeah. I will do it on this side. I'll go to the side view. This I am removing. Okay, this is done. Now I just want to have this kind of provision here on this side also. First, we need to have this roof having a different slope. Okay, let me unjoin this roof first. Okay, first I'll show you that how to connect these two different roofs. For example, this is a roof and then this is having an extent till here, maybe like this. If we go back to the 3D view, this is a roof, but this is not actually properly joining. If I even increase it, it is overlapping and the roof is hanging. You see, this is actually overlapping and protruding. So this is not done. I think this is not required. So we'll have to see this kind of roof. If you see the section on the other side, you will be able to figure out that what is different in the other roof. This is properly joining with this roof, okay, and which is not actually done there. So first I will show you that how to join two different roofs, which are the pitch roofs, and then the how to create the dormer, the provision of the dormer. Let me first have these three walls. I'll go into the 3D view. For example, these three walls are like this. Okay, I have created three walls to mount this roof and to host a window there. because roof cannot be suspended like this. It can be, but for placing a window, you need to have a vertical face also. But this is a provision. Like I have created wall first, and then selecting all three walls. First, I'll have to attach its base with the roof below. Now these are not starting from the bottom. The walls are actually starting from the main roof. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. And now these three walls, I'm attaching its top with this roof. Now it's been set properly. This you understand, okay? On three sides, all three sides are filled. Now the thing is that we'll have to join this roof with this roof. So for joining this roof, I'll make this roof line little back. I'll show you why I'm doing this like this. Because it is not actually properly joined with the help of join geometry command. There is a special tool for join or unjoin roof. If we go with this command, it will ask you the edge of the roof first, this one, and then the other roof. It will automatically join the roof. You see, now it is properly joined. It is not overhanging. It is not protruding below. You see in the section, it is now properly joined.
Show it again.
You want to see it again?
Correct.
Can you show this again?
Yeah. So this roof, the small one, I just want to join it with this. So there's a command in the modify tab near to the join and cut geometry panel. We have this join and join roof. Just take the command, and then you see I'm highlighting the edge of this small roof. Okay, either this or this, any edge. This edge with this bigger roof. So it is actually extending. Okay, so it is joining properly, but still half work is done, because now the first thing is done, that both the roofs are joined, but the other thing is that now you need to have an opening, a wedge shape opening, like the smaller roof are touching the bigger roof, so you need to have this kind of profile to be cut, and it cannot be cut properly with the help of the normal opening we have, the shaft opening, the other opening. So that is why dormer opening is a special command in Revit. It is a separate command. So for dormer opening, there are two steps, very basic steps I'll show you. You need to have that side plan or floor plan open with you, because for specific things, you need to go and pick the selection in the floor plan. However, you can pick it in the 3D also. Let me show you now. Or let me just turn off these lines. Okay. In the architecture tab, we have this opening panel. In the opening panel, the bottom one is dormer. Okay, just take the command. First, we need to pick the roof in which we want to have the opening. So we want to have the opening in the bigger roof. We have to select this. Okay. And now you see in the status bar, it is asking, pick a joined roof, a side face of the wall, or a joint face. I mean, not only the roof, you can pick the side face of the wall. So however, you can pick the face of the wall from the 3D, but I just want to pick the inner face of the wall. So in order to make sure that I'm picking the right face, however, it is highlighting from the 3D also. So better I just go to the floor plan and then pick the inner face of the wall. Can you see it? This, and this. In addition to this, I will just highlight this small roof by moving my cursor. As if I click, it will create these two lines, which are actually joining to the bigger roof. I'll have to trim them to make a loop, closed region. It is done. And then it's done. The dormer opening is being created. Now just go back in the 3D view. Earlier, it was showing a green color because this is a glass window. It was showing a green color because the roof was continuous. If I do it undo, you see the green roof is visible from the glass. Can you see the roof beyond? I will repeat the process once again. The dormer opening, I am again repeating. Take the command from the opening panel in the architecture tab. Select the roof first, the roof which you want to have the opening. The bigger roof I want to have the opening. Select this and then go to the site plan to pick the side walls and the roof, connected roof, the joint roof. This is done and then finish. The dormer opening is created. Now you can just check them in the section box also that what it has done. You see, this wall is actually resting on the roof because I have taken the inner face. If I would have taken the outer face, it would have created the opening till here and then this wall will be hung. So that's why I just picked a line from the inside lines of the wall. On all four sides you can see this is again the wall resting on the roof, and then this is on this side also, this is resting on the roof, and this the opening is created. So this is about dormer opening. Any question? If you have any question, you can ask. This is very simple exercise I have just explained.
If in case this dormer opening in the edge of the roof,
Which edge?
this roof edge, dormer opening.
But you cannot have at the edge because you need to have, when you have wall, beyond wall, you need to have them like 2 feet or 600 is overhung. On overhung, you cannot have dormer opening.
If in case my project, one roof coming here, another roof coming here.
That's
The
called
dormer
valley.
is here only.
In the valley.
Yes.
Can you show? I didn't understand. Can you show me? Or you have a picture on your this?
If my roof is coming here and again going like that. My dormer is starting from here only like that. So something like that. My window is here. Windows here. If in case like that, it will
No,
be, see,
this. I got your point. The point
my
is,
thickness is going here and here like that.
but are there two different slopes of your?
Yes. This one, for example, this one 60, this one 30.
Okay. Ashif,
Yes, sir.
you should write in the picture. Picture is
I think,
picture खोलना.
I can show it in that. There is an image with them. So they have an image.
Picture खोलना यार.
The PDF?
Yeah.
PDF is,
It's a sloped roof.
If we have two different slopes,
ഇപ്പം അത് കാണിച്ചില്ല സെക്കൻഡ്
yes, this one is, this one.
zoom in to this.
That center one, curve one, yes.
You see on the bottom there is a roof slope variation.
Here?
No, on the right hand side of this.
That one.
Right. Yeah.
This line?
Dormer.
Yes. और इधर से horizontally dormer होगा. वही जो dormer mirror होके इधर आएगा. यही बोल रहा ना?
Because the thing is,
Yes, sir.
this actually see like that.
ये सामने वाला जहाँ से कर्व मारा है ना वहाँ उसके बाद स्लोप का एंगल चेंज हो रहा है ना डॉर्मर के बाद.
Uh-huh.
सामने ये कह रहे हैं.
Then this roof bottom also cutting, not automatically.
The meeting point of those slopes.
ये कह रहा है जहाँ मीटिंग पॉइंट ऑफ टू स्लोप्स है जो रूफ का ये है टॉप है लाइन है रीच है. It is resting on the ridge of the below slope, the dormer.
Here? Here?
Yes. It becomes the ridge of the another slope, na?
So there is no side wall, right? Only the vertical face. It will
On
be
the
on.
left side, you have a dormer like that. This dormer. That dormer.
So it can
Left
be
side.
done. It can be done. And I'll have to
But
create
if in case
this.
we are turning this bottom portion also cutting, no? Means you go back to your this Revit. Yes. If in case you are cutting dormer with this face also cutting, no? Bottom face also cutting, no?
Yeah, actually it is cutting. If you see in the section,
Royal Court.
Who did that? Who did?
GM Mogas. GM Mogas.
It is actually cutting till here because this is the profile of the dormer. You can see I have highlighted this. So this will actually cut one roof with the other roof which is joined with this roof. So it is actually cutting that. If this roof would have been extended till to touch the bottom of this roof, let me show you here only.
You are cutting your move to this roof edge.
Little smaller. Okay, like this. And then if I move it,
Kashif, what is the slope of the main roof? What is the slope of the main roof?
So now it is joined. I see one thing, because it was actually now kept above this roof. The smaller roof has been kept above this roof. Now it is joining. The main roof slope was earlier it was 30. Now I've increased it manually to make it anything happen. Now I'm joining this with this. Now these two roofs are joined. Okay. Now we need to have this dormer to be cut here, right? Dormer. This need to be cut with this wall. And I'll go to the floor plan because I have only two lines. The other line I'll have to make either with the help of the side wall because it is not giving us any line. You need to have a wall there.
No, it can come out from the roof also. No? Dormers normally come from the roof also. You don't need to have walls.
Just
If in case you are putting two selection, no, then total roof will cut like that. You provide the roof before you are providing, no? Do something like that, say dormer.
Yeah, but it is not taking this third side only. It is taking only the two sides. It has to be an enclosure. Then only it will finish. So the other side has to come either from the wall edge, or maybe if I take this roof line and then
from the roof edge.
Then this one totally cutting.
It will totally cut. Yes. It will make it total cut. And or if we have some wall, the reference wall there to have this, then it will allow us. Now if I
Kashif, can you put a window there instead of cutting a dormer? Can you put a window there? Normally we put a window there.
Sir, Revit does not allow you to put a window without a wall or without a host. So we cannot
without a host we can put now. Before we are using now that without a host.
No, but still this front portion should come now.
No, before your section you are asking now we are required we can put now anywhere without we remove wall and duplicate wall and we can put again.
The family host you have to remove.
Without a
yeah,
host
that
we
can
put
be
no.
No, that can be used, but it will only pick only the wall or the roof. For dormer opening, if you see the command, you select this, what it is saying in the status bar. Pick a joint roof, a side face of the wall, or a joint face of the roof to define the dormer boundary. So it is not supposed to pick the window edge.
If in case our project there is no window wall, then what will you do?
You can take it for reference. Let me draw a wall for reference, and then we'll see if I delete that wall, what will happen. Let us just put a wall for a reference. Let me take this wall only. If I'm putting
small roof is making there, not straight.
If I want to cut the opening till this face, okay. Let me put a wall for a reference, this is a wall. And then if I cut this thing on the side face of the wall, and then see how it is cutting. Yeah, it is cutting. And then if I remove this wall, it is done. For reference, you can just have a wall, and then you can just remove it. It is cut.
Front square.
Clear? Is that clear? You can have a wall for reference, and then once it is done, I can even remove the wall. But just to create the dormer opening, we need to have either connected roof or the face of the wall only it can pick. It will not allow to pick anything else.
If it is dormer cutting, top parallel to roof, but bottom parallel to straight only, no?
Bottom parallel to?
You just move to this half, with inside. Yes. Then see here we cannot provide a window, no? There, no face, no.
It has to be cut from inside then, yes. In that case, you have to pick your wall here. Like this face only you want to have, or maybe just flip the wall. You make it on the other side, just flip the wall, and now just remove that dormer. It's already been done. It's removed. And then if I go to the side plan again, the dormer, take the roof, this one, and the inner face. Now it will cut the inner face only. And then remove this wall. And then if you see the 3D, you see. Now you can put the window. Done?
Done.
Okay, so roof is still, dome is still left. I was supposed to explain that dome also. So in the next session, I will take that, this kind of dome. In the next session, I will start with this, and we'll see two more things. This one, the GRC, the curved GRC, and then two more things I was discussing, these things, this kind of a space frames and some random opening for the lights in the facade. It was mentioned somewhere in the questionnaire. Yeah, here. KCP facade multiple height with random light opening. This kind of facade that we can discuss. So thank you for the day.
Yeah. Thank you, Kashif.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.